Okay, welcome back. I hope you've all had a good new year. And sadly enough, everybody's getting back to their old work routines. So, as you know, I've stayed in contact with those people that, report on what everyone else is saying, everybody else is stuff like that. And I keep my eye on Rotten Tomatoes and ever for a long time now, and I think the truth's out there that people that run Rotten Tomatoes is Disney, right? They control it. They have management teams in Fandango, and there was a big uproar with Captain Marvel and stuff, and how they had all those comments and how they lie about the scoring systems, and they've took down the scoring systems. And just recently with Star Wars, there's with the Rise of Skywalker, they've just been making up public views. They've done it before with some Marvel films. They've kept it at a certain number, no matter how many people have voted. It's always stayed at like 86% or something like that, just to try and drive people's interest up and say, oh look, it's different from the critics and let's all go and see it and stuff. And you got now executives coming out and saying, people behind Disney saying it's emotionless and stuff. People that were sort of close friends with Iger and stuff like that, Bob Iger, that came out and said Lucas was betrayed. And I know what you're saying. You're wondering, why am I not talking about DC? I'm getting to that. I will be getting to that. Okay. So now there's stories from Reddit that basically J.J. Abrams was not happy with Star Wars and how Lucasfilm or Disney or whatnot treated him, and he was so honoured to be taken on to do these films because he loved Star Wars, and he had a vision for it. And he was, I think, present when we were talking to George Lucas about George Lucas's story and going forward with that. Even though they didn't use it, there's rumours out there that it was close to what George Lucas wanted to do. But again, even when he was making Force Awakens, there was, he was told to change things, and he believed to be the director for the 3 movies, right? And I know there's reports out there that saying Rian Johnson was always planned, but no, I don't think he was, because I think Disney had some brain cells up there that they shouldn't mix directors or whatnot. And I believe, so now they're saying that J.J. Abrams had this story in line, and because he was kicking up a fuss, they got Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson makes a mockery up, then they played with J.J. Abrams again, and of course J.J. Abrams is saying, well, I want final say, I want this, I want creativity and all that stuff. They promised it, they lied to him, they changed it again. So it comes across it. So now they're talking that now J.J. Abrams is getting death threats, but what's surprising me even more is it's like they're not death threats from people like myself that love Star Wars, wanted to see it treated well, right? And as you know, I've never went to see it past The Force Awakens. I just feel that ain't Star Wars, right? But I've never once sent death threats and whatnot. And I believe there's a fandom menace out there, and they're talking about how bad it is, and they'll never pay any money towards it, and everything that came out of Fandom Menace when it came to spoilers, were right. And they were putting their 2 cents in because they were fans like me, and they've got a voice. But they didn't once threaten people. But now people that actually love those 3 Star Wars movies are now threatening J.J. Abrams over, guess what, that Rilo was killed or something. And what amazes me is that this is the son of Han Solo. The son of Han Solo kills Han Solo, and why should we care about this pathetic villain? Anyway, but now we believe there is a cut, right? A J.J. Abrams cut of the movie. It was also once believed there was a sort of George Lucas cut. Right? Now you see where I'm getting at? So now we have, and I believe this is also, now there's always been cuts, right, from Alien 3 to Richard Donner's Superman. Directors always have their version of the film, and if we're lucky we get to see it first time round without studio involvement. Right? But thanks to the internet we now know more about these director's cuts, about these original versions of the film and how they first of all were seen to be done. And now we realise that the studios, even Lucasfilm or Disney Studios or Warner Brothers Studios, right, they have these executives up there that have got no idea about how to create a movie. So they come down hard on directors and producers and destroy it, and destroy the director's creativity. And the reason how we got Man of Steel the way we did it is because we had this director, Christopher Nolan, protecting Zack Snyder, because he was like a producer and he had all this hope, and he says, no, leave Zack to do his work. And he'd already made these big movies, right? So of course the studio backed off. But again, when it came to BVS, the studio was, oh wait a minute, the bodyguard's away, let's all jump on Zack with BVS. Let's all jump on him with Justice League. So now we get to J.J. Abrams. We get to George Lucas. We get to all these great creative geniuses. And David Ayer, right? When now, somehow, surfacing, right, is David Ayer's posting stuff about his cut. About how the boom tube and dark side was basically thought of originally for the movie. It was going to be, a connected universe from BVS, Suicide Squad, and, because you would have had a glimpse of Darkseid in Zack's original Justice League movie. And so Suicide Squad would also have added on to that. But of course that was cut. Stuff that he'd done with Joker was cut. And of course, so David Ayer had to, of course, side with the studios, because he has to, because otherwise he'll find it much harder to make a film that he wants to do. So what does that tell us? What does that should I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm already hashtagging anything. Director's cuts. Director's cut. Hashtag David Ayer's cut. For me, hashtag J.J. Abrams cut. Nah, it's done. Okay? J.J. Abrams will forever look pat to Star Wars with regret. Something he probably looked forward to doing was destroyed from day one. Okay? I don't know if there's, for me, I can't say if there is a better version of Force Awakens. I know there were better ideas for Force Awakens, which probably had more Mark Hamill in it, but the studios didn't want Luke Skywalker, did they? No, they'd rather tarnish the image of Luke Skywalker. So that's beyond why I don't get why people are fans of these franchises. For me, BVS, Man of Steel didn't harm those characters the way these movies did. But that's just my opinion. But all I can see is looking at these movies, and I must say, a director, creative, artist version of any movie is 100 times better than the studio. And we're seeing a pattern here. We are seeing a pattern. And we should shout out as fans, as consumers, that we don't want any more committee, studio involvement in movie making. Your only commitment is financing it in a way and getting it out to the public, and then you can soak up the benefits later. Put more trust in the directors that you hire. I mean, you didn't put too much trust in the Joker movie, and look where that got you. You could have made lots of money in that film, and it took so many people to convince to make it. The studios are really tarnishing our love of movies. We've now become a society where we have to be, where I would say majority of people are getting spoon-fed, either by the so-called. Now, I read this in a post someplace. Why are you saying that Marvel films are so close to it's the same film, all the same film? What I mean by all the same film, it's all the ingredients in it. It's all the same colour palette. It's all the same humour. It's all it's all behind one person, right? Kevin Feige, right? It may be set on a different world. It may be set in a different place. It may have a different sex as a lead character, or it may have different weapons. But the whole tone of the movie is the same, and it's the same instructions on how you should pace the film, where the humour should come in, where the action should come in. Where and BVS for me totally stands above them all as being really an independent way of thinking, rather than the machine that is manufactured for you guys. And manufactured for me, as I say, is like McDonald's, KFC. You're going to like it, you know what you're getting, but let's try this other restaurant for a change. You might like it, or you might not, but at least it's a choice. It's a choice of sampling something different. Because for me, Star Wars will definitely become something like Transformers. If they don't fix it by now, it's good. It'll get money, it'll make money, which probably the studios will like. But for me, they'll lose the credibility. The movies will all become like one, or like that guy said in the studio, that it'll lack emotion. And we need directors to give that emotion. As I say, I recently done a video of the connection between BVS and Excalibur. Excalibur, one of my fantastic movies ever. And all you have to do is check it up on YouTube, Batman vs Superman and Excalibur. Or check my Facebook page. And this is what we need. And maybe that's a good thing about the UK, is in the UK there is no committees. There is no big studios that saying you can't do that. Directors over here have more free range to make these low budgeted independent movies. And that is what all those big studios over there should stop and want to make more of. And what I mean by that is, let directors make the movies and not cut them. Let's end the need for a director's cut, and let's have these directors' independent movies out at the first time. You know, if I go and see an Oliver Stone movie, I want to see something that Oliver Stone made. If I want to see a Francis Ford Coppola or a Steven Spielberg movie, I want to know that Steven Spielberg is behind this, it's his vision. I don't want to go to a studio and see something like Justice League with Zack Snyder, you know, saying this is a Zack Snyder film, where he himself has not seen it. I want to see that person, that's what I'm paying my money for, not a committee, not a studio. So let's all end this director's cut and let's get the director's version out first time. Thank you, this has been DC Vigilante. Here's to 2020.